Alright, picking up where we left off. Yet did and I really actually considered taking this again. I mean, just as I was stopping the previous recording, but you know, I think it would have been hasty. We're coming down to the area of the next EMA. Like I said, I've been doing some practice without the EMAs at all, which has actually been pretty helpful for me, because then I don't look and go, oh my God, there's this line that's on my chart. It means I need to get out. Because if I was trading by the EMAs, that would be, oh, where is it? I thought I had that up. It would be right here that I would be exiting this trade. But according to the MACDs, this is continuing down further. That would have been 75, 74, point and a half. Another grandfather clock. Wow. See how trading and by an indicator like that really holds you back. I read the other stuff that said that this was continuing down further. You know, the MACDs told me that this was going further, but I said, well, if I was trading this, you know, I would have exited here. Let's see if you exit according to the MACD slowdown, which would probably be right here. There's still a ton of strength in the MACDs to the downside here. There was also great places to move your stop. You start with your stop here, you bring it down, possibly even here, definitely above here. If you stayed in and this pushes down, then it'd be right above the area we're at right now. A lot of strength up, coming back up in the MACDs. I like to pull it back like that sometimes, look at it, because here you kind of have a jumbled view of it. You pull it back like here, and you start to see what the MACDs are actually doing, which is really, really pushing up pretty hard. I'm just kind of barely rolling on the 1597 though. I'm laughing to myself because I'm looking at, we're still making higher lows than we were previously. So remember I said that it looked like we were trying to shift the momentum to the upside. In the long run, we do have a lower high than the major pivots. We've made a higher low than yesterday, and we're trying to come down almost towards those lows from yesterday. I'm looking at maybe this support area and seeing what happens, if it's going to give us a push back up or we're going to break through it. I mean, who knows? We can't assume. We just have to watch what's going to happen and work from there. So the MACDs look like they were pushing it pretty hard on the 610. If you stayed in this trade as it went down, according to the 1597 MACDs, you would be moving your stop here once it reaches this area and pushes down past it. But until then, you're still up here. This is like the same look of yesterday, right? Where was it? Right here. Look at the MACDs. You came down, you hit that area, and at that time it was right here. You did have some divergence there, which you don't have now, but the MACDs were kind of, or the price was kind of trying to give you that, hey, let's stay in it, but the MACDs said, no, let's not. And so that's kind of the same look that we're getting right now. It's pushing up, giving ceilings, but the MACDs are still continuing to the upside. But it could easily roll. That's just part of the game, right? Get this video from last one rendering. Oh, it won't let me do it while I'm recording. Okay. Makes sense. I'm like so tempted for a short trade because of the look right here in the MACD, or in the price on the 1597. This is not one that I would take because I feel like it's out in the middle of nowhere, but these are ones that I'm working on because this is just a pullback to continue. If you were still in the trade, like I said, you would move this here once you close past this area. You want to wait until that if you're still in this type of trade. You did have a strong push down. This is a very weak retracement in the long run. The MACDs are really trying to push up hard on the 1597, which tells me, I'm sorry, on the 610, which tells me if it comes back down, we may see some potential for divergence, because look how hard it's still pushing up and the price is starting to pull down. So once it comes down and equals this previous area, on the 610, we're going to see some divergence. So it's almost to that spot where you can pull this down if you are still in a trade from there. And if you are still in, I'm going to wait for this bar to close and see what happens. This is giving some hope for it to push down. You're definitely going to have divergence on your 610. Yeah, boom. Right there. So it'd be about the same price. Alright, I'm going to pause this one. I'm going to stop this one because I'm going to try to not make these videos last too long. Maybe 2 or 3 in a day, but not quite as long.